Yes, hello racing gamers and welcome to BombersportsPlays NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode. And it's quite nice to be excited about doing a NASCAR Career Mode for one of the current games on this channel, because I was actually watching some of my old NASCAR 15 Career Mode videos in the build up to this, and I remember just how much I hated that game. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So it's nice to be able to go into this one and go, oh, I won't be grinding out episodes of this one with a sort of tortured, yeah, I'm enjoying this really. Actually, no, I'm not. So we're going to kick it off right here with the NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode. And we start with something we haven't really seen in NASCAR games for a while, and something that's a step up from even F1 2016, Create a Driver. Look at this. I'm choosing hair and, well, no hair at all. I'm choosing all sorts of stuff here. We're just going through the hairstyles here. That's the primary school head teacher. That's the guy from Simpsons who goes, dude, Snake. I can't remember. Is it called Snake? The guy from The Simpsons? There's all sorts. But look at all this. Look at the hair or no hair. And that's the Landon Castle hair. I'm convinced that's just Landon Castle's hair. They've just nicked it from him. And we can make it black. Ostensibly, I'm trying to make me here. You'll realise it doesn't end up looking like me at all. There's the head styles. That's the jaw. That's the moon face, which I've been told I have. No, that's the moon face. So, yeah. And here's the facial hair options. Look at this. Stubble. 5 o'clock shadow. Arty goatee. Weird goatee. Oh, look at this. Look at that moustache. He's even got twirly ends. I'm sorry. I'm not having that. That's mine all day long. That is amazing. As you can see, I've also picked Toyota to be the manufacturer I'm driving for, and number 36. There's only 4 numbers available, which is a bit of a disappointment. There's the skin tones and everything. There's a huge amount of editing options here in this Create a Driver mode. It's about as extensive. It reminds me of like Saints Row 2, where you can make your own like custom avatar and that. It's just a shame you can't have the same Cockney voice in it or flipping off taunts. Imagine that. Imagine if you got to a stage with NASCAR Create a Driver things where you could give them like taunts. There was a button on the steering wheel where you could flip off another driver as you went past them. It would be accurate. That's all I'm saying. But you can see I've chosen Toyota because, hey, that was my team from the NASCAR 15 career mode. And I've gone with number 36. There's only 4 number choices in this game. 84 was not an option, so I went for my backup default number 36. I was tempted to run a 99 Ford in tribute to my all-time favourite NASCAR driver, Jeff Burton. But I've gone with that instead. Hi, AJ Bombersports. My name's Dave. My team manager's called Dave. I can't take you seriously, especially when you're just a talking head spewing words at me. Right, so the way this career mode works, it has a bit of a strange start. As you can see, the only option available there is race, which is what we're going to do. We're going to dive straight in. But it's a little bit of an odd one, really, because, like, you don't start at Daytona. You don't start the career straight off. As you can see, I'm trying to find stuff to do here. Your only objective to start off is finish in the top 30 twice. Now, what happens is you get 2 sort of, I call them prologue races. And the way I'm sort of thinking about it is, in my sort of narrative brain, is that this is kind of like the guys who run like a partial schedule or a handful of races at the end of the previous season to get them going and get them some starts in preparation for a full season next year. And the way this ties into my last career mode is, hey, Team Bombersports started 2015 Daytona 500. They won it. Still don't know how the hell I did that. And then had an absolutely miserable run of form, broke so many cars, tore up so many race cars, they went bankrupt around the time of the Martinsville first practice. Literally, we had our haulers seized by bailiffs at Martinsville, and it was a bit embarrassing. But we've managed to get it back together. We've managed to get one of our cars back from the courts. We've managed to pay everything off. I now have no sponsors, no nothing. It's literally just me and Dave in a workshop somewhere outside of North Carolina. So we're now trying to attempt a couple of races at the end of the season to try and get a sponsor back on board and get some funding together for the next season. So let's jump into the first of those 2 career mode races. Let's get this thing underway. Straight into qualifying at Kansas Speedway. This is the first of the 2 races. And as you can see, our car it just looks like there's no paint scheme on it at all. And that's a little bit of a shame. There is no like paint box or like paint booth options. I'd like there to be a little bit more customizability in the career mode. Oh, you get very loose in the entry to 3 there. Not a bad qualifying lap so far. Remember, our target is to finish top 30 for these 2 races. Can we start off well and not qualify last? That's basically my fear at this point in time. I'm like, we're probably going to be last. But we're not. We qualify 19th. 19th in our first Cup Series race as Team Bombersports 2.0. So that gets us in a good position. Let's bring the noise and get this thing underway. So it's not a bad start to start with. Pun intended. We'll run up behind Regan Smith, who also enjoyed a good qualifying run. Looking to the insides, they're going to 1 and 2. I don't have that much experience at Kansas. These two races are both 5 laps long, so they're only little sprint races, but let's just pretend this is scenario mode. And this is the final 5 laps of the, is it the Go Bowling 400, the SpongeBob SquarePants 400, the Real Monsters 400? I don't even know what the name of the race is. Shout out to any 90s kids who get that reference. But we're going high in 3 and 4, trying to look for a way through. It's a bit of a log jam up in front. Austin Dillon's holding the low side. We can't really get anywhere so far. We have room on the outside if we need it. Dillon looked like he was about to faint and close up. His spotter told him, wait, the most boring looking car in the world is on your outside. Literally the beige mobile. Can't wait to get some colour on this thing. But we are moving forward. We're working the sort of medium-high groove rather nicely. On the outside of Dillon. He's still there though. We're having a hard time keeping it off the wall. For some reason at Kansas, I have a really big issue with hitting the wall on the run to turn 1. I think you'll see it at least once in this race. We're now on the outside of Casey Kane, so this high groove generally working well. And what I do like is that your car starts off noticeably worse than everyone else's. You are starting from the bottom. There you go. I just brushed the wall on the lead up to 1. I have no idea why I keep doing that. Whoa, that was nearly 3 wide there for a second. Dillon looking to the low side on Kane. Kane was nearly in between a rock and a hard place. Quite literally the rock being me because I am the same colour as a rock. I'm now going to try and threaten to make it 3 wide. But I think better of that because, hey, that's what put our old team out of business, me raging and throwing absolute massive hissy fits and tearing up race cars. None of that now with Team Bombersports 2.0, although we will be tearing up race cars if we keep pulling moves like that. Keselowski fainted wide just as I was going up on the high side. Let's put us back a little bit. We're in 20th and Denny Hamlin's having a look to the inside. So our position in the top 20 is under threat. We're now out of the top 20. Remember, we're absolutely fine in terms of the position we need to be. That's absolutely okay. There's no problem with that at all because we are still in the top 30. That's what you need to progress here and to get a sponsor on board, get us some funds together for the year. So this is still a good run for Team Bombersports 2.0, as it shall be known as. Or do we go 3 wide? Do we go 3 wide? Do we go 3 wide with Brad and Casey Kane? Yeah, we do. And it works just about. Brad had to back out of that one. I don't think he was expecting me on the high side of all people. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. We're back to our starting spot. If we can at least hold this position, at least get a top 20 finish, that'll be a huge start to the second generation of Team Bombersports. We've been in this little battle pack for the entire race, featuring Regan Smith, Dillon, Kane, Keselowski and Hamlin. We're still just on the edge of the top 20. Poor run into 3 and 4 for the last time. Can we get something on the run to the line? We're side by side with Hamlin. Keselowski's out of it. It's a drag race between us now. We might even go 3 wide across the line with the 2 in front of us. Oh, we might try and split it down the middle. We don't quite get 18th, but we do finish 19th, so we finished where we started at Kansas, and I'll take that as a first hit out in our NASCAR Heat Evolution career mode. That's a good start for Team Bombersports 2.0. We are literally barely able to afford burgers at the track every week. And Dave was happy. It did get a lot of attention. Oh, did it? We have literally the most nondescript car in the world, so I can't think how it did get any attention, but me trying to go 3 wide multiple times probably didn't help. And of course, my handlebar moustache in the pre- and post-race interviews will have attracted a lot of attention. Seriously, sponsors, how can you not lap this up? Anyway, let's move into the second of the 2 prologue races here at Texas. Now, I'm not showing you the qualifying lap because it was rubbish. It just was. We've qualified last. There's no other way of putting it. We're going to have a lot more work to do than at Kansas here, basically. So we make some final setup changes. What we can do... Basically, I have about the same size crew as Ryan Sieg Racing. And we're attempting to do, if anything, even more than those guys do on a weekly basis. So let's take some inspiration from Sieg and the boys with some used sandwiches. Already preparation for this race. Let's get ready to go. We've got a lot of work to do. Let's get down to it. Let's get our work clothes on and get busy. Ryan Blaney with an atrocious qualifying effort. He's down here amongst the dead men as well, along with Michael McDowell. And whoever's on our left, which I want to say is Matt Tift. No, it's Eric Jones in the number 20, which is weird because there's 2 number 20s. Never mind. The officials obviously didn't notice that. Let's back out a little bit. Texas is one of those races where people get wadded up pretty easily, and if you're in the back, it's generally more advisable to... Oh, especially if you get a bit loose like that. It's generally advisable to let the field sort of string out a little bit. That's what we're trying to do, but hey, we've only got 7 laps to get to 30th place, so we really can't be hanging around here. It's time to get aggressive. Come on, Ryan Lillis, my man. Oh, we've been put into the wall on the run to turn 1 by Ryan Blaney. He's obviously also frustrated at having such a crap qualifying run, and I don't blame him at all. Me and the Wood brothers both looking to move forward. I'll give him a little bump off of turn 2, just to let him know I didn't appreciate that. Do we shoot the gap between Ryan Ellis and Ryan Blaney? Oh, it's a Ryan sandwich! Oh, that just worked. Holy moly, that was a bit tense. We're nearly 3 wide off of 4. We're starting to pick up positions. This is exactly what we need to. We have to go for broke here. We have no money. Literally, if we wreck this car, we are hitchhiking back to North Carolina. We don't even have our own hauler. We literally bring it in on a used trailer that was previously used for amateur power boating or something. But it doesn't matter. We are moving up through the field. The brokest team in all of NASCAR. We are literally 2 broke blokes as opposed to 2 broke girls. And we're up to 36 now. We're on the outside of Michael McDowell, and we're making another pass here. So we're moving up here. Coming to lap 4. This is good. This is good stuff. This is where we need to be. We're on the outside of Di Benedetto now. AJ Allmendinger's another guy's had a poor run. But we get contact with Di Benedetto. Oh, he's put us in the wall. What was that, man? What was that? What was that from Reddit's favourite NASCAR driver? What? That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. We were put into the wall. And we've just been put in the wall again by Ryan Ellis. And we are back to last. We are back to last place. And we'll be coming to 3 laps to go this time. Yeah, our job just got 10 times harder. It's looking very bleak right now. We have got 3 laps to somehow make the top 30. Can we do it? It's going to be a nerve jangler. We're on the outside of Blaney again. It's deja vu. It's Groundhog Day. Every lap's the same. We're passing the same people. And then falling back behind them again. And I'll tell you what, if we get to Di Benedetto... Yeah, here he is. Oi. Oi, mate. Mate. It's bad enough you downvoted me on that subreddit thread. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that. That'll be where the flipping off taunt would come into play. I'd be flipping him the F off right now. It's funny because I like Di Benedetto normally, but no time for that. We have to concentrate. Coming to 2 laps to go. We're on the outside of Jamie McMurray for 34th place. Still not good enough. We still need to make up 4 more positions in 2 laps. And Brian Scott throwing the block all over the place is not going to help. We're on the high side of the world's most average stock car driver. We're going around the outside of the world's most average stock car driver. We're getting a run down the back. Around the outside of Allmendinger. Martin Truex Jr. is having an absolute nightmare of a race. And it's about to get worse because I'm about to pass him on the outside. In 3 and 4. It's clear on the inside. We're coming to the white flag. We're 31st. We just need 1 more position. Michael Annette, I don't feel anything towards you normally. But at this case, and this time right now, I need you to get the F out of my way. I need your spot more than you. My need for 30th place is greater than yours. I don't have Pilot Flying J sponsoring me, but I do have the speed on you. I do have the outside line. And I've got him. I've got him off of turn 2. We're in the top 30 just. We just need to get turn 3 and 4 right. Or can we have a shot at Kyle Larson for 29th? Any position helps. Every little helps, as Tesco say, and we're going to have a crack. Hey, Kyle, you know you like running the high side. What about if someone does it to you? Coming to the line. It's a nail biter, and we just get 29th on the line. Woo! What a finish. Probably the most exciting 29th place battle ever in the history of NASCAR, and we pit Kyle Larson to the line. I'll tell you what, that's going to draw some eyebrows. Probably not for the pure result, but hey, we beat Larson, Truex Jr. and Blaney. Great news! The Dacia Sandero is... Oh, no, wait. Great news! Moog Steering and Suspension is impressed with your something or other. Yes, but we got a sponsor. We have got a sponsor. $5,000 per race. That will just about afford petrol for our hauler, which we've just bought, used on Craigslist. And maybe some, I don't know, some baguettes for the weekend. Now, here's a nice little feature. Let's just finish this video by running through some of the career mode features. This is quite nice. There's an upgrade system across your team. You can choose where to invest the prize money from each race in your team. So you'll see there's some upgrade tiers there, which is pretty cool. And we are getting ready to start the brand new season. Look at that, blank zeros. We are going back to Daytona next time out. This is where my NASCAR 15 career mode exploded into life, if you remember rightly. I got the pole for the 500, crashed out in the duels, and then won the Daytona 500 itself on an audacious fuel mileage gamble. Can we repeat that? It's going to be a tough ask, but Team Bombersports 2.0 is up and running. NASCAR Heat Evolution is here to stay on this channel. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. There's the career mode settings we'll probably be running with. 25% races, 50% is probably just a bit too long. But hopefully we'll have the next episode out for you, and the first round proper at the Daytona International Speedway out hopefully tomorrow if you're seeing this on the Thursday. I'll see you there. Meantime, just devastate the like button like I devastated the walls on the run to turn 1 at Kansas. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on Team Bombersports.